Hey friends and family, this is Jake Whitman with I Am The Average. You're watching Austin Silver Now.
Have you ever tried to plan something out so correctly and it still just doesn't happen? Well, that happened this week. Let me explain. We were on our way to go see Gary Vaynerchuk speak at the University of Maryland. Jake and I are in the car, we're driving, and everything's going fine, we're gonna be on time, looks great, and then this happened. Dude, look at these people just cutting across the road. Look at this. This isn't...
It's literally not moving.
They're both going together, look at this. So, we get stuck in traffic, not moving, 2 hours go by, we realize that at this point we probably won't even make it to hear Gary's speech, so we decide to just scratch it and go home. As you can probably imagine, this kind of ruined our plans, just a little bit, but no worries. We turn around, go home, call it a day. But it kind of messed up my whole plan for this week to film the episode because I wanted to go to the Gary thing with the camera, and then hit Gary with the camera, and then use Gary as the thumbnail on the video, and get YouTube famous, and be a superstar, but none of that happened. Luckily, I have a busy week, as usual. So today is Thursday, and I have a podcast interview with Jake Whitman from I Am The Average podcast. Jake is a super cool dude. I'm super grateful that he brought me on the show. And what he does is he likes to learn about people and dig into them a little bit, but the premise of it is how are you impacted by the people you spend the most time with? So, as you can imagine, this was a very interesting topic for me because I really do believe that the people who you hang around with are the people who you are going to end up like. So, I get on the podcast with him in 3 minutes and go. And I look back on it, it really does make you think, like, what do you want to be known for? What do you want to be remembered for? Like when you have that, not that it was near death for me, but it was near death for my mom, and you know, that's a big loss for anybody. So when you see things experienced like that, and then okay, she's alive, she's going to live, she's going to come out of this, but let's look at what just happened. We almost lost her. What's her impact on the world? What has she done? You know what I mean? So then that makes me think, what have I done? What am I going to do? What do I want to accomplish so that when the day does come that I eventually do die, which I'm telling everybody I'm living to 120 because I'm running every day and I'm eating healthy, so I'm going for it. But at 120, when I drop, what do you want to be known for? You know? And I'm super motivated by money. Money is my thing. And with the finance and the trading, like I have 2 trading screens above me right now as we talk. And I'm, looking at it every couple minutes. While money and everything is important, I still do understand that it's not everything. Money can make you happy, but it can't buy happiness. There still needs to be substance. I say substance all the time, and people are like, what does that mean? To me, the substance that you create, that you build your legacy off of is different for everybody. Like you, Jake, right now are creating your legacy by doing this podcast, by interviewing successful people, motivated people, and sharing that with the world. I'm doing the same thing in a different way, trying to build my legacy, build where I see something of substance. So, podcast just ended. It was awesome. So much fun. So that was a little clip from the actual episode. I don't want to show you too much of it because it would just be boring. And it's coming out on his podcast, which I'll blow up, of course, in about a month. So I shared that clip with you for a reason, because he asked me a question about how the incident that happened with my mom impacted me directly. What I mean is, it led me to think, well, am I leading the kind of life that I want to be remembered by? And it's really an interesting thought when you really put the time into thinking about it, because most of the people that watch this show are young like me. So how can we really know what we want to be remembered by? I guess maybe it ties back into the mentors and things like that you want to become like, and then therefore be remembered for the same type of reasons. But I think it really takes some thinking to understand what kind of legacy you want to leave. This is an important point, and it's going to sound strange to a lot of people that know me personally. The amount of money that you make doesn't impact your legacy. The way that you use that money creates your legacy. The way that you utilize the opportunities that are presented in front of you helps to lay the foundation and the blueprint for your legacy. So what I'm saying is, my challenge to all of you guys this week is very, very simple. Take 5 minutes. Put your phone on Do Not Disturb, put everything away, and get into a quiet place in your life. I don't care where you are, it could be in your car, it doesn't matter. I want you to think 2 things. 1, how do you want to be remembered? What do you want everyone to remember you by the day you die? And The second thing I want you to think about is, are you taking the right steps today? Not next week, not next year, not when you graduate college, today, to leave that legacy behind. Because guess what? Neither of us know when that day will come that you drop. And when it does, the only thing that will be left of you is your legacy. So if you have the thinking capacity as a college student, if you're not in college, if you're out of college, you definitely need to do this. If you can have this thinking capacity, it's going to allow you to look at the entire world differently. Not just business, not just school, your entire life. If you start to think about everything you do will leave a direct resemblance of your legacy. In the long run, you're going to start to pay attention to more of what you do. You're going to start to pay attention more to who you associate yourself with. And those are two really important things when we talk about leaving a legacy. So my challenge is think of two things. One, what do you want your legacy to be? And two, are you taking the right steps to leave that legacy behind? So episode's over. I need you guys to do me a favor. Go follow Jake right here. Right here. Add him on Snapchat, Instagram, do it up. I'm on my way to 3 client meetings today and maybe dinner with my family.